This is my car. It's a 2009 Honda Civic LX Coupe 2-door, and I live out in Southern California where the sun is always out, up in the high desert here. And after a lot of time with leaving the car out in the sun for a few years, the clear coat started to fail, and a lot of burning in. So I decided to take it into Maaco and get a basic paint job done to it. Now it wasn't just the basic do-over. I had panel prep work done and special sealant added in. Total to redo this whole car was about 800 bucks, $789, 800 bucks, and that's after taxes, fees, and everything. So not too bad. Before I got it redone, I had a lot of cracking going on right here in the hood area, and the roof was absolutely destroyed. Like, there was sunspots all over the place from the burnt clear coat. This car paint factory is not the kind of the paint that has the clear coat that peels and oxidizes. Is the kind that will burn first. That's kind of notorious for what happens to Hondas. But back here on the trunk, the same thing happened. It was very thing. And this is about 1 week after the job's been done. I probably should go get it washed. There is a little bit of dirt on there you kind of see coming off. But one thing you'll see with a lot of the Maacos, and then, like, here, look at the roof. Like, the roof is pristine, looks brand new again. Well, a couple things that you need to be aware of when you do take your car to Maaco is that their paint is this it's kind of this coarse, I guess, and get out of the shadow here a little bit. It's kind of this like coarse crystal-y look when you get really up and close to it. It still matches what I think the original color of the car was pretty good, but it still has that kind of thing to it. And then if you kind of get really, really close, kind of get under the right light, you'll see that there's almost like a, it's kind of like dimply, but it's so like this is the one you can kind of notice it on. It's really dimply, and but it's so not noticeable that I really don't care that it's like that. I plan on getting this car waxed regularly, just because it's out in the sun so much, and that'll really help make the paint last a lot longer, especially since this is only the $299 1 year. So I don't really think it may be as durable as factory, which I don't really mind as long as it stays on there if I wax it. They say don't wax for at least 4 months until the paint's fully cured. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, wait 4 months and then get it. The only real thing that you'll see if you get the basic jobs done at Maaco, at least in my experience, and other YouTube videos show this as well, that if you elect to leave all your trim on, they'll just mask the edge the best they can, and they're not, it's gonna look kind of weird in some areas. So you can see, like right here, if I get really close to this, you can kind of see there's a little bit of bleed over. And I mean, some of that's due to the fact that the trim itself was kind of worn out to begin with, but you can see that there's just a little bit of bleed over there. But I mean, other than that, $800. This Maaco is the one on Aria in Rancho Cucamonga, Inland Empire, Southern California. They're really good people they work with there. Kind of a general shop staff, and then Aria, their manager, is absolutely awesome. He talks you through everything very clearly, gives you his honest recommendation of what he needs done to the car that you're giving him, and tells you exactly up front what everything will cost. My job matched the estimate to the penny, and there was no other additional arguments or jobs, you know, pushed on me or anything like that. A really good job. It was done in about a week. That's one thing you do have to keep in mind, is that paint jobs do take a while. They need to let the car cure in the oven for at least 24 hours, I believe, after the job's done, to let the paint cure, so that won't peel prematurely. Waiting that extra 2 or 3 days instead of just doing a one overnighter is gonna make a big difference. So again, this was Maaco, Rancho Cucamonga, Southern California, and this is my 09 Civic.